St. Martin's lies on the hill that leads into the town from the south, past the George Hotel. The scene was the subject of Turner's famous depiction of a stagecoach arriving at Stamford in a furious storm. The tower of the church dominates that picture, as if defying the weather to do its worst. Though the tower does not shimmer white in the rain, as portrayed by Turner, and the hill is a horrible stream of traffic these days, the church juts superbly into the road. The stately tower, handsome with pinnacles and battlements and panelled parapet. A fine 15th century work is this tower, and indeed is the whole church of St. Martin's, from end to end, having been built in the 1480s. The interior is that of a typical town church of the late 15th century. Heraldic evidence giving the date of 1485 to 1494. St. Martin's lies in the southern part of the town. It is the parish church of Stamford Baron, the part of Stamford which lies south of the Welland and is officially in Huntingdon and Peterborough. The north rood stair turret has a spire with an entasis, which means an optical illusion created in the stone to give it symmetry. The glass in this east window was brought mostly from Tattershall in the 18th century. The fragments were set not in new glass of the same style, but in a carpet of abstract geometric patterns. The arms of the See of Lincoln are on the boss of the Great South Porch, which has a priest's room over it. The lofty nave has 4 arches, soaring on clustered pillars on each side, angels in their spandrels. The nave is tall, narrow and spare, the arcades adorned with large heraldic angel stops. The chancel is similar. The modern oak screen in the tower arch which you can only see part of here because of restoration, gives an extra touch of beauty with its carvings of angels and of St. Martin dividing his cloak with the beggar. 14 clear-story windows fill the nave with light. The Royal Arms of 1758 and then overpainted in 1808. The principal treasures are these Cecil tombs in the Burly Chapel. The collection is not large, but its masterpiece is this alabaster and marble six-poster monument to William Cecil, who died in 1598. Most celebrated of Queen Elizabeth's courtiers and advisers. Here's the effigy of the first Lord Burghley, William Cecil, lying on his marble and alabaster tomb, befitting a man of greatness, a pillar of the state during 3 reigns, and did much to shape England's history during the Golden Age. Lord Burghley may have seen it, for it was designed before his death in 1598, showing him in his armour wearing a gorgeous scarlet mantle of the Garter, his head on a pillow of gold brocade, his wand of office in his right hand, and a lion at his feet. The columns are slender, supporting a canopy with twin barrel vaults, and the heraldry restrained, still a refined Elizabethan classicism with no trace of vulgarity. The hatchments high on the walls here are to the Exeter family from the 17th century and 18th century. Best of the 18th century memorials is to John Cecil, 5th Earl of Exeter, who died in 1700. This is a sarcophagus and obelisk composition by a Frenchman named Pierre Monod. The Earl and his wife lie on the sarcophagus, semi-reclining and at ease, as if chatting with friends. An imposing monument carved in Rome is this marble group in memory of John Cecil, 5th Earl of Exeter. His monument shows him reclining on the tomb with his countess, and there are symbolical figures of grief and victory at the sides. In the churchyard of St. Martin's lies Daniel Lambert. He succeeded his father as keeper of Leicester Jail. He was compelled to resign his post owing to the size and weight of his body. He now, at 23 years of age, weighed 32 stones and henceforth was a human curiosity, although he only stood 5 feet tall. He died in Stamford on July the 21st, 1809. Thank you for watching this film of the Church of St. Martin's in Stamford, Lincolnshire.